Hello. In this video, we are going to have a quick introduction about JavaScript. What is JavaScript and what are its features? So, JavaScript is mostly known for scripting languages earlier for web pages. So, it is very lightweight. It takes a few MB to download and install in your computer or in any other servers. And JavaScript is an interpreted language, or we can call JIT, or just-in-time compiled. So it's not a compiled language, but just-in-time compilation means it will only compile certain parts of code for better efficiency, and it will be more effective when the JavaScript's objects per se won't be changing that very often. And this just-in-time compilation will be handy whenever we have functions which are which arguments are actually constant and it does not keep changing. And another feature is in JavaScript is it has first class functions. So in JavaScript, functions are treated like any other variable. It can be passed as an argument, it can be returned as a value from another function, and it can be assigned to a variable. So obviously these things are generally in most of the modern languages, but this was the case back when the JavaScript was designed. And JavaScript can run in non-browser environments. It has a runtime called Node.js. It has it's working in it's been used in Apache CouchDB, and also it's been used in Adobe Acrobat. Now coming to the features of JavaScript, it's a multi-paradigm language. So there's something called prototype based. That means each and every data type in JavaScript will be tied up to a particular prototype. When we say prototype, it means a basic structure of a thing, right? So each and every object will have its own prototype, and prototypes will be chained to one another. So it will be like, say we can say, a car is a vehicle and a vehicle is like a structure. So this all the objects will have one prototype, and that very object will have another prototype, and then at last it will come to a point where there are no prototypes. So it will be working like a chain. So when we discuss then about this in more detail in a future lesson, then we'll be able to understand the idea of prototypes a bit better. Then JavaScript supports object-oriented paradigm. So that means like we have it in C++ and Java, we can do it in JavaScript as well. It has classes and instances. It has inheritance, encapsulation, and all these general features that we have for object oriented. We can do that also in JavaScript. Then it can be used as an imperative paradigm, like line by line execution, obviously. Then loops. This was back then when we probably started to learn coding. We will use this. So yeah, just to say that it is possible to do imperative method of programming. But yeah, normally the experienced guys won't be going for that kind of method. And JavaScript, uh, we can use declarative method of coding. It actually means cleaner code and less code. It may be a bit difficult to understand for the starters when we start learning JavaScript, but nevertheless, it supports the declarative method. And then JavaScript is a dynamic language. It has runtime object construction. We can construct objects in runtime. It need not be basically it's not a compiled language, so this is very obvious. And we can have variable parameters in functions. Then functions can be used as variables. We can create script dynamically using eval. We can introspect an object. Okay, like an object whichever properties it has, we can loop through them and get its values, its keys. So it has its own utility functions for it called object utilities. And source code recovery. So there's a function method called toString, and using that very method we can get the source code of the say if it's a function variable, we can get the source code of that very function. And then JavaScript can be a statically typed language even though it is dynamic. With the help of using TypeScript, we can have a statically typed language similar to that we have, like C# or Java. And it is basically single threaded. So even though it is single threaded, it is very fast. It makes use of the event loop and underlying architectures to have this feature, to have you know to have a speedy execution of the code. So this was a basic introduction to the JavaScript. In the future lessons, we'll dig more into the and each and every section of this tutorial. And please keep watching.